No, you can make it work if you decimate the workforce. Decimate means to reduce by 10%.
Is your tea all right, Mr. Crumb?
Yes, fine. It's from the Latin verb decimare. What sort of school did you go to?
Because if it's not, you can always blow on it.
No, it's marvellous. Everything's absolutely marvellous.
Oh, looks like the foxes have been back.
All right, fair enough.
I'll just go and get rid of that mess.
No, well, if you don't like it, maybe you could jack in the job and go and work for Amnesty International. Good. I knew you'd see it my way. Yeah.
Oh, Simon, how's our very own superhero?
What?
I've heard about you spotting the mystery patient, saving him from a certain death.
Oh, that. My car wouldn't start this morning, and I nearly got run over by Daniel, but apart from that...
Well, I've been thinking.
Really?
You know Michelle?
Yes.
Well, do you fancy going out for a drink this evening? All of us. All three of us.
Oh, I was thinking of getting my telescope out tonight.
Simon, the stars will still be there tomorrow.
Yeah, okay.
Lovely. Cup of tea?
Oh, yes, please.
Simon.
Oh, Daniel, I really hope I didn't scratch your car.
I hope so too. Or you'll be polishing it with your fancy tie. Did you get the quaff forms done?
Oh, yes. Here they are. Thank you for letting me do them.
No problems. Good practice for you. Excellent. I'll drop some more by later. There.
I can't see this taking too long. Once this lot's got all this sorted out, get the measurements and pictures and that, we'll get it all done. If you need any, let me know. Right? Yes, sir. We should be out for lunch. Do you want to go and see what they're doing in the tent? Absolutely.
DC Lynham?
I was expecting Dr. Clay.
He's not available, so you got me. Lily Hassan.
Right.
So what have you got for me?
Well, it's not a pretty sight. I nearly brought up last night's curry.
First through glance, I'd say a Caucasian male. Just the hand?
Well, we're hoping to find the complete set. The cadaver dogs are on their way.
Who gets to live in a place like this?
A Mr. Malcolm Crumb, millionaire businessman and all-round flash git.
And he found the hand?
No, that'll be the housekeeper. She's in a right state.
Oh, better have a look at her. Highly unlikely there's a body under this lawn. It's too perfect. I'd try down by the tree line. Mrs. Gillespie.
Oh, yes, yes.
Mrs. Gillespie, I'm Dr. Hassan.
Oh,
Would you like to sit down?
oh, yes.
How are you feeling?
Oh,
You've had quite a shock today.
oh, yes, yes.
Can you tell me if you're on any medication?
Oh,
I see. So you have diabetes,
Yes.
arthritis,
yes.
and angina. Anything else?
Well, I do have anemia, high cholesterol, hypertension, gallstones, constipation, and night starvation. But I don't like to complain. You don't expect a thing like that to happen in a place like this.
Do you know where it came from?
Well, foxes. They're always making a mess on the lawn, but never anything like this. Oh. Oh, goodness. Look. Look at the state of this place. And I haven't washed a breakfast then.
Well, considering what you've been through, I'm sure no one will mind.
Oh, no. Mr. Crumb is very particular. He's a bachelor.
Mr. Crumb.
Please, call me Malcolm.
Do you have any idea where this hand came from?
Well, it's not one of mine. Well, I don't know. Did it fall out of an aeroplane? Did a golden eagle swoop by?
Some people might find it suspicious that it's turned up on your lawn.
Oh, might they? Well, talk to the hand.
Would you give me a list of everyone who lives in this house?
Well, that's a very short list. Me.
Really? Your neighbours seem to think that you shared with a gentleman friend.
Well, no. I do have gentlemen home from time to time, but I'm fairly sure it was decriminalised in 1967.
It's a very large house to have on your own.
Oh, do you think so? Actually, I live in South Africa for half the year. October to April. It's where I do most of my business.
And what business would that be?
I'm a venture capitalist.
Must be a bit disorientating, living half the year in one place, half in another.
Well, the house Martins always seem to manage. No, I have quite a soft spot for dear old Blighty. But it is sometimes nice to get away from the lack of imagination.
Over here! No matter how many bodies you deal with, you never get used to that smell.
It's a combination of cadaverine, putrescine, and a certain amount of insect feces.
You sound a bit of a connoisseur. Any idea how he died?
By the looks of things, a blow to the head. Probably with a blunt instrument.
Poor sod. And then 6 months later he gets chewed up by foxes.
No.
What?
That's a very clean cut where they took the hand off. It may have been dug up by foxes, but it was definitely cut off quite deliberately.
Hello? Hello? That's all we need. Excuse me, sir, if you could just stay back,
Just
please.
I wanted to know how much longer you're
Well,
going
that very much depends.
It's just not very convenient. Well, have you found something?
We've located human remains.
Oh. Well, it's nothing to do with me. There are lots of people that come here. Kids cut through the garden all the time. They use it as a shortcut.
Really?
If this is supposed to be a campus surgery, where are all the young studs?
Oh, they'll all be sunning themselves on Bondi Beach.
Hopefully they'll get heat stroke.
You are such a ray of sunshine.
Oh, hi, Michelle.
Oh, speaking of sunshine.
Oh, hi, Zola. I thought that you were going to be Lily.
Well, I was going to be, but then I decided not to.
Okay, so come on, I want to know all the goss.
Well, tomorrow Daniel's going to see his little girl.
Oh, honestly, this place. Even the gossip's tedious.
So do you want to go for a drink this evening, me and Simon?
Yeah, okay.
That sounds great. A few tequila slammers, a bit of a dance. There's a DJ at the Icon this evening.
Oh, lovely.
And it's kind of a bit of a tradition with me that, you know, when it's somebody's first day, we go out for a drink and everything. So if you wanted to come along, that'd be fine. Drinks on me, obviously. So if you can just keep it. What's up, Doc?
DC Lynham.
Oh, come on, call me Dave. So what's a nice girl like you doing down an alley like this?
I found these in the grave. Fragments of green paint.
Which come from...
Very probably the tool that buried him. Which could be a garden spade.
It's not looking too good for Mr. Crumb.
You really don't like him.
Yeah, well, have you seen his house? No one gets to be that rich without making some enemies.
Wasn't he the one who phoned the police?
Yeah, well, he had to. His housekeeper was the one who found the thing, and she could hardly just chuck it in a wheelie bin. No, it's all leading in one direction. Straight to Mr. Moneybags.
Fine.
Where are you going? So why are you so keen on Mr. Crumb?
I just think we should keep all avenues open.
What were you thinking? Alien abduction? Evil twins?
You say he's too clever by half, so why bury a body 6 inches deep in your own back garden?
You'd be surprised the things so-called clever people can do.
Is part of the problem the fact that he's gay?
That's got nothing to do with it.
Or that he earns more in a week than you do in a year?
This doesn't impress me. He may have money, but I wouldn't swap what he's got for my life. I mean, I've got 2 kids.
Oh, right.
Anyway, we found human remains at the bottom of his garden. Of course he's our prime suspect. Unless you come up with a better theory.
Ooh, cheers! Look who it is, Geek Boy. Simon! What you got those for?
Oh, well, I've got some work to do later.
Oh well, if we get bored, at least we've got something to read.
So what took you so long? Were you saying goodnight to Daniel?
What?
You look at him like a little lost puppy. The way you stare at him until a little bit of trouble comes out.
What?
I know that look. You just want to bite the buttons off his Armani suit and lick him from head to toe.
No, I don't. I don't. I really don't.
Keep saying it and you might convince yourself eventually.
Well, little birdie told me that you've been running errands for him, filling in his quaff forms.
You really are determined to be his bitch, aren't you?
Look, it's not like that. It's just a question of you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours.
I bet he can't wait to get scratching his back.
Oh, no.
Simon is just being helpful. It's his nature.
Hey, I'm not judging.
Look, can we talk about something else, please?
Fine, don't get your tank up in a twist. Get this down you.
You're a bit big, isn't it?
It is a bit.
But not as big as Simon's love for Daniel.
Right, okay. That's enough.
Ignore her.
Oh, come on, please. I just don't know what all the fuss is about. I had him a couple of weeks back. He was only a 6 out of 10.
How do?
Do you see, Lynham? I have some very bad news for you.
Oh, yeah?
Judging by the leaf matter, this body was definitely buried last winter.
The Johnny so-and-so. Now, we've checked his alibi. He was in South Africa.
Have any names cropped up in missing persons?
None yet. He's still a mystery. So what else you found?
Oh, this is interesting. The body's lying on top of a bed of leaves.
Right.
When a body's lying on leaf matter, it means the grave must have been open for a few days while the leaves were blowing into it before the body was placed there.
So it wasn't a crime of passion, then?
No. It was done slowly and carefully.
What are you doing now?
I want to examine the skull again, see if I can ascertain what made this head wound.
You spend too long with corpses. You're going to turn into one.
We'll all turn into one someday. Would.
So I said, you might not have a ticket, but there's still room for one more on top.
Oh, come on, Simon.
What?
It was that your dog's just died.
I'm very sorry.
The trouble with you is you let people get to you. I mean, look at the way you deal with patients. All that mumbling, fumbling, nicey manner.
What?
I'll give you a little tip. Whenever I'm with a patient and he's giving me grief, I just imagine him in a nappy. Because that's what they are, really. Pathetic, whining little babies.
Well, that's not very caring.
Yeah, but it's true. Most of our patients are pathetic. There's something wrong with them. They just want to save on their heating bills at home.
Right. I'm going home.
Me too. Obviously, to
My home, not Simon's. Yes, Cherry, we know. Good night, peasants. Sweet dreams of Daniel. Tequila.
Oh, no, maybe I should slow down.
Oh, don't be such a lightweight.
Come in.
Mr. Crumb, do you know if your house...
How much longer are you going to be here?
Well, that all depends.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Dig up the garden, tear the house down. It's not my home anymore.
What do you mean?
It's been soiled, sullied. I mean, how can you have a picnic on the lawn when you know what happened?
What did happen?
Heaven knows. I don't.
Right.
You were going to ask me something?
Your housekeeper, is she still on the premises? I'd like to have another look at her.
Mrs. G? No, she lives here.
Lives here?
Yes, in the little granny flat upstairs.
But you told Detective Lynham that the house was empty over the winter.
Yes. I didn't think the staff really counted.